Sarah Smith reporting. Now, put up taxes or make swinging cuts to public spending. That will be the stark choice faced by an independent Scotland, according to a report published today. The Scottish National Party responded to the findings by the Institute for Fiscal Studies, saying that it simply highlighted the broken Westminster system. Our political editor, Gary Gibbon, reports now from Paisley.
Many of these St Mirren supporters watching their team win on Sunday are at the heart of the referendum battle. The pro-independence camp believes a lot of men from traditional Labour-supporting backgrounds might just swing their way at the last minute. And Alex Salmond is desperately trying to woo them, saying only independence can save the NHS, the welfare state, get you early retirement dates, and much more besides.
Both sides of the referendum campaign have identified one group of voters in particular as exceptionally volatile. They're men tending to be over 30, living in the central belt of Scotland in towns like Paisley. Intensive polling by both campaigns for the referendum has revealed that if the offer was good enough for independence, these people might just make the leap.
But you might just lean towards independence, you don't know.
Possibly, if somebody was to say, yeah, you would be very much better off, then possibly, but very much leaning towards the no at the moment.
Yeah. So can I ask you the same question?
I'm still undecided, very undecided. I've not heard enough arguments for and against, to be honest with you.
And you used to be pro-union, but you're now a bit more open-minded?
I'm swaying a bit.
Are you normally pretty sure when it comes to an election how you're going to vote?
Most of the time, yeah.
But referendum, you just don't know, undecided?
Yep.
Was it more facts and near the time? I might vote independence, I don't know. So.
Next week, Alex Salmond will offer what he'll say are the facts about independence in a telephone directory-sized white paper or prospectus. But do his sums add up? A report today from the Institute for Fiscal Studies, looking decades ahead at long-term trends, says an independent Scotland would struggle to pay the bills. Scotland's older population is getting bigger over time. It doesn't have the same birth rate or the same immigration levels as the rest of the United Kingdom. It also tends to spend more per citizen than the rest of the United Kingdom, and over time its revenues from oil will come down. All of this, the Institute for Fiscal Studies says, means that in several years' time, whereas the whole of the United Kingdom would still be having to contract on top of current austerity levels by just under 1% of GDP, Scotland would be having to contract by more than 4% of its GDP.
It's worth starting by saying there's quite a lot of uncertainty about exactly how much more belt tightening will be required, but it is clear on pretty much any assumptions you make there will be more. On our central assumptions, the same ones that the Office of Budget Responsibility make, about 4 times as much as the UK as a whole.
The Institute for Fiscal Studies told economists and commentators in Edinburgh that this fiscal gap was £6 billion in size, the equivalent of Scotland raising the basic rate from 20p to 38. The Yes campaign said the research failed to account for how things would be run better under independence.
What the report highlights is the importance of acquiring the economic levers to ensure that Scotland is able to strengthen our economic position in the years to come. And to do that, we need to acquire the economic powers of independence.
Why take on this risk when you don't have to? You're taking a massive leap into the unknown and you're giving up the security and the opportunities that come from being part of a larger country, the United Kingdom.
Some leading figures in the No team worry that the independence campaign could scoop up late support and run them close. Next week, as Alex Salmond lays out his stall and unionists try to rubbish it, could be a decisive battle in this long drawn-out conflict. Gary Gibbon, Channel 4 News in Paisley.